The soft light of early autumn spread like honey across the quiet landscape. Morning mist still lingered over the water, curling lazily above the glassy surface of the lake. The sun, barely risen, cast golden shafts through the tall trees lining the distant shore, turning the edges of their thinning leaves to fire. Along the gentle curve of the lake's edge, tucked away from the trails and distant hum of town life, a man sat alone, immersed in stillness. He was perhaps in his late 50s, with silver streaks running through his dark hair and a calmness in his demeanor that only time could carve. His flannel shirt hung loose beneath a faded brown jacket, and a weathered cap sat snug on his head. His boots rested steadily in the damp grass, speckled with dew. The man held a simple fishing rod in one hand, its tip arched slightly under the soft tension of a drifting line. He stared at the small red and white bobber floating idly on the water, though it was unclear whether he was watching for a bite or simply watching time pass. All around him, the world seemed to hold its breath. The air was cool and fresh, touched with the faint scent of pine and wet earth. A chorus of birds chirped high in the trees, their voices distant, delicate, as though not to disturb the harmony of the moment. Occasionally, a light breeze would stir the water, creating ripples that fanned out from the bobber, distorting the reflection of the sky above. Dragonflies hovered just inches above the surface, their wings shimmering like threads of glass. The man reached down slowly to the small cooler beside his chair, opened the lid, and pulled out a metal thermos. He unscrewed the top and poured himself a cup of steaming coffee into a dented enamel mug. As he brought the drink to his lips, the steam swirled upward, carrying with it the deep, earthy aroma of roasted beans and campfire mornings. He took a small sip, his face momentarily creasing from the heat, then relaxed again into his steady rhythm of breathing and quiet. There was a tranquility to the scene that didn't require sound to be felt. The lake, the trees, the sky, even the insects seemed to move in concert with the man's measured presence. He wasn't here to catch fish, not really. He was here to be still, to be away, to remember what it felt like to sit without obligation, without expectation. The fishing rod was more a companion than a tool, a gentle excuse to stay a while longer in the presence of nature's serenity.